You're watching this video. Your eyes are open. But in the past few seconds, you've blinked at least once, maybe twice. No one asked you to do it. No warning. No alarm. It happens automatically, silently, as if your body knows something you don't. Blinking, an action that lasts less than half a second, but you do it about 15 to 20 times a minute, more than 1,000 times an hour, and about 28,000 times a day. If it's something we do so often, it must be important. But the question is, why? As natural as breathing, but not always the same. If it's just to keep your eyes from drying out, why is it that when you read a stressful book or concentrate on a dramatic movie, your blinking rate drops dramatically? And then, when the stress subsides, your eyes blink rapidly again, as if to compensate? Blinking isn't just a reflex to protect your eyeballs. It's part of a more complex system where physiology and psychology intersect. In the early 2000s, neuroscientists began to delve deeper into this seemingly simple phenomenon. And what they discovered changed the way we see, When you blink, your eyes are not the only thing resting.
Every time you blink, your brain gets a little break. A teeny moment, less than a second, where your brain stops taking in visual information.
It's not that your eyes are temporarily closed, it's that your brain is actively clearing the visual data to refocus. Every 3 to 5 seconds, a micro break occurs without you even realizing it. Researchers at Osaka University have shown that blinking is linked to activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain's center for attention and emotional regulation. When you blink, those regions calm down, as if the entire central nervous system is taking a breather. Which means that blinking isn't just to keep your eyes alive, it's to keep you awake. But that's not all. Blinking is also a form of communication.
A signal.
A nonverbal social rhythm that you unconsciously use when you talk, when you listen, when you lie, or when you feel hurt. The blink of an eye, seemingly small, carries a whole psychological universe within. Blinking, when the nonverbal language begins to speak. Have you ever looked at someone and realized they were hiding something? Not because they stuttered, not because they stammered, but because their eyes kept blinking. Or conversely, have you ever seen someone staring, not blinking throughout an entire sentence, and suddenly felt uncomfortable? Blinking is part of body language. But it is more special than other gestures because it is an unconscious signal, almost impossible to fake. Blinking in communication, emotional rhythm between people. In conversations, people often blink more after finishing a sentence, as a way to secretly signal, "I've finished, now it's your turn." No need for anyone to teach, no need for signs, it's a primitive language that we all understand. Blinking also increases when we feel embarrassed, stressed, or lying. The body reacts by increasing the secretion of adrenaline, increasing the heart rate, increasing breathing, and increasing the frequency of blinking. This explains why in psychological interrogations or when the FBI analyzes a testimony, they pay attention not only to the words, but also to how the eyes blink. For people in love, blinking also changes. When two people stare at each other, their blinking starts to synchronize, a phenomenon called synchrony. It's the body's way of making a connection that words can't. The brain is a clever attempt to hide, but the eyes are honest. The more scientists study, the more they realize, we can't completely control our blinking. Even if you deliberately don't blink to appear confident, your body will react, by making your eyes sting, water, forcing you to close them. The eyes are the least deceptive part of the body. Because they're not a matter of will, they're a matter of instinct. A person who is nervous, even if they're smiling and talking normally, will blink more quickly. A person who's trying to suppress anger, their eyes may open wider, but they blink less harder, as if they're stuck in their emotions. So, if blinking is a sign of life, of psychology, of communication, can we live without it? What happens if you stop blinking for a long time? Are the technologies, phones, computers, the things that keep you staring at the screen for hours every day, secretly hurting you in ways you don't even realize? The real question, what happens if you don't blink? Imagine this, your eyes are wide open, glued to your phone screen.
An email arrives. A text message pops up.
A captivating video catches your eye.
You don't blink. Your eyes DRY.
But you continue.
Another minute. Then 3. Then 10. No beep. No alarm.
But the tears have already started to evaporate vapor. The cornea, which has no direct blood vessels, is losing moisture. Your eyes start to feel gritty red and sore. And you think, it must be lack of sleep. But the truth is, you're forgetting to blink. In the digital age, our eyes are working harder than ever, but blinking less. A person using a computer or phone may only blink 5 to 7 times per minute, more than half the normal rate.
This is no small matter.
Because just a few minutes of not blinking can start your eyes into a state of tear imbalance, the precursor to chronic dry eye syndrome. Dry eye syndrome, a modern disease. Dry eyes are more than just a dry or irritated feeling.
It's a cycle.
You feel dry, you strain your eyes to see clearly, the more strain, the more tired, the less blinking, and so your eyes continue to suffer. Dry eyes can lead to keratitis, persistent blurred vision, and even increased risk of infection. But what's more dangerous is, it develops silently, not as loudly as a toothache or a headache. It's just tired, just stinging, just a little sore. Enough for you to ignore. And then one day, you realize you can no longer look at a screen for more than 15 minutes without feeling pain. Not because your eyes are weak, but because you've forgotten how to rest your eyes, forgotten the most important biological rhythm, blinking.
The solution: as simple as closing your eyes.
The solution isn't complicated. No expensive medicine or high-tech equipment required.
Just remember.
Remember to blink when concentrating.
Remember to close your eyes for 20 seconds ever 20 minutes of screen time.
Remember, eyes, no matter how powerful, are fragile living tissue, always in need of moistening, resting, and caring. And above all, remember, blinking is not just a reflex, but an instinct that keeps you alive.
Next time you blink, pause for a moment.
Feel that blink is a small breath in the midst of a life that is too fast. A blink, biological, emotional, human.
It protects you.
It connects you to others. And most of all, it reminds you that even the smallest things can have the greatest meaning. Did you just blink? Thank you for taking the time to care for your eyes today. And the next time someone asks you, why do people blink so much? You have your answer.